So Berlin's nightlife taught me that it runs on its own rules, and be ready to put aside your previous ideas about how a nightlife should run, and yeah, be respectful to it, I would say. Hi, I'm Giuseppe, aka NeZoomie. I've been in Berlin for 15 years and I play house, disco, italo, anything fun. I started DJing, although not very seriously, when I was 13. My brother and I used to listen to a radio station called Radio DJ in Italy, mostly when he was driving me back from school, and so I got exposed to dance music very, very early. I think middle school birthday party, and I think Venga Boys were playing. I think it was that one. Good to have some bloopers. When I'm not DJing, usually I'm either around partying, being a social butterfly, discovering new music, new DJs, or usually I'm nerding out at home. DJing is not my main job. I actually work in tech, in engineering, and it comes with some advantages. I feel I get to learn some skills that I can actually use in both, not necessarily in the DJing part, but also in the event production, on the event production side of things. And also I get to listen to a lot of music while I work. So I spend a lot of time on SoundCloud and on Hoover, listening to new DJs and scouting for interesting stuff. So how to manage it all, I don't have a good tip. I think it's more a need for me. I love music, I'm a music junkie, and I love doing this kind of stuff. So I have to find a way. I don't think I have the perfect recipe, unfortunately. I just make it as I go.
No sleep, just work.
No sleep. Sleep deprivation, yes, but I won't recommend it. If I weren't DJing, I would be doing a bunch of other stuff. I consider myself very creative. I like photography, cinematography, 3D printing. I combine some of that sometimes in what I do, but I like the idea that I have a bunch of hobbies that I don't have time for right now and that I can take off when I retire. So, well, I would say my main comfort activity is indeed clubbing. I like it a lot, and I think clubs are the place where I feel the most comfortable, especially when there is a good house party around. But when I'm not doing that, usually I would say staying on the couch in front of Netflix, eating fried chicken and other comfort food. Before I play, I would say my ritual is to take a long hot shower and get a good shave. So when I'm partying, when I'm out partying on a dance floor, the main vibe kill for me is when people lack spatial awareness and there's a lot of pushing and you can get yourself lost in the music. I think the people that will like my music are people that generally like to have fun. And they're willing to be taken on a little bit of a journey and not necessarily something monothematic, like going up and down and discovering new pockets, maybe some weird tunes. The crowd that gives me energy is the one that can pull off a good stank face, like. So sometimes I collect some tunes that I know that are not everyday tunes. You don't just play them randomly. They are very specific and I feel they will work great in certain moments. And I have to hold on to them without playing them for a long time until one day it happens and it's the right time and I played it and I secretly hope that people will get it. Doesn't always work, but when it does. What I don't like to see on the dance floor from the DJ side is when there are people that are not very nice to other people. Either they are too intoxicated or they are just annoying to other people in general, and that could really kill the vibe. So Berlin's nightlife taught me that it runs on its own rules, and you can really come from another background and think you understand it. You gotta live it, you gotta really be open and be ready to put aside your previous ideas about how a nightlife should run, and yeah, be respectful to it, I would say. I don't think that Berlin's nightlife get many things wrong. I think we're very spoiled here. We totally still need disco and house, because first, they're fun. And second, I feel they're very versatile. There is a lot of different kind of vibes, especially in house music. It's very hard to get bored about it. So I think Berlin's nightlife needs more support from the institutions, more spaces. This is becoming more and more problematic. And in general, between the players, I think more empathy. I think when it comes to nightlife, communities, everything, connections are everything. This is the very reason why we do this kind of parties and activities. We just want to bring people together, give them an excuse to meet, old friends, new friends. This is what it's all about. I really hope that the scene stays diverse, affordable. There is very much a risk, and in general, I really hope there's going to be more spaces protected from greedy landlords. It is a problem. It's a big problem.